Now, Singapore resident Soon Lu was lauded a pioneer and leader by Harvard Business School when he was 26, and since then he has notched up a list of successors.
Well, just last month he was named one of 10 outstanding young persons of the world, joining the ranks of Bill Clinton, Jackie Chan and John F. Kennedy.
Well, Soon Lu got the award largely because of his work in mentoring young entrepreneurs, and he joins us in studio today to tell us more about his work. Good morning, Soon.
Good morning. I'm good.
So, you are now one of the top 10 young outstanding persons. I mean, it's like, and not just of the country, of the world.
That's the problem, right? It's like, pressure is on.
Well, tell us a bit about the work that you do. I mean, the work that you've been doing with mentoring young entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I do quite a few things. Mentoring young entrepreneurs, they come to me, they have an idea. And the thing about young people is that it's so dreamy. However, they can't put it down and make it work. And the problem with that is after a while, as all human being does, right? If you keep trying for it for a while, and if you don't succeed, you give up. So I see my role as nurturing those dreams such that they have a shot at making it come true. And I teach at the 3 universities to make sure that get passed on. Yes.
So it all comes from your own experience, doesn't it? I mean, what you went through. Maybe you can give us a background of your first brush with success. Maybe your road on this path.
Sure. I think the most memorable one was when I was 26. So 2 of my business school classmates of mine, and we're like, we have to start a company. But we're not sure. So where should we start? So after a few prof reject us, right? We decided to go to Silicon Valley, and we have like 3 months worth of saving in our pocket, and we're like, let's give it a shot. So we, long story very short, so we put our saving and rent an apartment in San Francisco, and we work and sleep out of that apartment. And as we are running out of money, we raised our first $1 million. But $1 million in Silicon Valley is not a lot. You buy a few surfer and you run out of money very fast, right? So we move on, and in the 2.5 years, we raised $38 million.
Wow.
Okay, so I mean, you basically had a business idea and you went out and gave it a try. But you were fortunate because you succeeded in that sense, whereas many others may fail many times over before they get there. So is that why you figured later on that you wanted to give back, to do a bit more besides just running a business?
Yeah, I figured that out. When I was young, when I was 12 years old, my good friend died in front of me. We are having a picnic at a school trip. Next thing I know, the body was floating up, and me and 2 good friends went over and yanked him up. When we flip him over, his face is just purple. And I realized that time, his life is over, and I have the chance to pursue my dreams. So one of the things that, as I go through this journey, I realize my life is not just my life. Who cares if I make a few million bucks? That's not the point. The point is, can people around us have their dreams come true and live a great life?
So therefore now you're reaching out to all the young ones out there to inspire them, and hopefully they can learn from you as well.
As much as I can. I still have a long journey to go.
So what exactly, how do you inspire them? What exactly is it that you want to tell them?
Life? Okay, that's a good one, right? Life is short. I mean, we can be here today, watching TV, we're in the studio, but you never know when life is just going to turn out. So the question is, as we're having this very short life of ours, what's it that truly matters to us we want to pursue, whether that be starting a business or doing something that we know, we ought to do, and we jump into it. Because most people don't.
Okay. So are you hoping to inspire these young people to do more for others, or are you trying to help them get a business going?
Both. But you can't do more for others until you have your things settled. So one of the first things, for people who want to start a business, start the business, do it happily, and then maybe you can help inspire others. So it's both different side of the coin.
So if you want to succeed in this path, what do you think is the most important quality, value, or attribute that you should have?
I think I'll be thinking about that. Winston Churchill once said, never give up. I think that's that. Persistent. Yeah. You heard my story. That's great. But what I did not say is all the failure that I encounter.
We didn't care about that.
Yeah, but you should never give up. I mean, but sometimes maybe you are barking up the wrong tree. Maybe it's time to switch direction, because the thing you've tried 10 times and doesn't work, there's a reason why it doesn't work.
Yes, but that's where I mean, it's a very cliche thing, but listening to your heart matters, and you know whether it's just you're barking on the wrong tree, or is it just that you give up. Not Einstein, but Edison didn't
Yeah.
invent light bulb until he tried out and failed so many times.
So you think that's a key to success? Do you think that is also one very important attribute that young people today lack?
I don't.
Do you think they give
persistent-
up easily?
I don't. The problem with young people now, because I saw so many when I teach at university,
Yes.
right? They forgot what they're capable of. They forgot. They don't believe enough in themselves. They always think maybe when I grew up, I can be somebody. But they forgot the fact that who they are today is shaped by who they are today, not
That's
later
right.
on. Yes.
So start now, I
Yeah,
guess.
start now.
Procrastination.
Yeah, maybe they're not risk takers. Maybe it's because society around us saying, your parents are saying, are you sure you want to do that? Why not just go get a good job?
The consistent thing we hear from students is when they tell their parents that, yo, mom, dad, I like to start a business, and then mom and dad say, get a real job.
Right.
but that's where it's inside them, and how much do they really believe in their dream despite of the environment? And one interesting story is this, right? Consistently, the people that do the best in entrepreneur class that I've seen are freshmen. Because they have no idea what's real, what's not real. So they came in the class, first class, right? Most likely the first class in university ever, right? And I throw them an entrepreneur challenge, right? And they just jump at it. The max I've seen is a team raised $100,000 in 3 months. And some of them just went overseas and do their business.
Maybe
nothing to
because they
lose.
think, yeah, exactly, they have nothing to lose, I'm still young, I do not have the fear now. So
Yes.
do you think in a sense that young people should have a certain, risk attitude towards, what they're doing? I mean, take risks, do not be scared of that.
No, I think that's definitely. I think it's not just young people. I think it's
Everyone.
just applied to all.
Everyone, yes.
But there's always downside, right? We have things that
yeah.
we're comfortable in, but the question is, it's just up to us to just jump in, and it's not as scary usually as we thought. Right?
Let me quickly ask you, have you ever had to tell someone and say, okay, no, you should really go get a real job? Stop your business,
Yes, I did. Because we examine the skill, right? And there's no skill there. So you get a real job, learn something first. But don't give up on that dreams.
Okay. Let's talk about your award now, because now you feel, you were telling us earlier how you feel this burden on your shoulders because there are expectations. What are you hoping to do with this award? How is it changing your path moving forward?
I think a few things. I can no longer go into a movie theater and watch a movie and thinking, okay, let me just enjoy. Part of me, that's a voice saying, what have you done? Because when I was young, I was reading magazine and I see Jackie Chan won this award. I'm like, wow, it'll be nice one day if I can do that.
Yeah.
But now that it's settling in, it's not as nice and glamorous as it seems, right? It's just like, what am I doing? So one of the things that I'm planning to do is to launch a series of talk called Dreams Without Borders. So go around in the different nations around the regions, hopefully further, and to talk to different youth and ask them the real question, which is, what's your dreams? Whether that be entrepreneur or not, and then encourage them, bring a team together, encourage them to make sure that come true.
I think don't forget to dream big. That's the message. And I can feel for you because the award is not just a recognition of what you've done, but it's sort of encouragement for him to go further. So.
Well, put it this way, you can't do nothing now. There are expectations. There's a reason why they gave you the award. So.
Okay. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
It's great talking to you. Entrepreneur mentor Soon Lu there. He's one of the 10 outstanding young persons of the world for 2013.
And the award is given out each year by Junior Chamber International, a global non-profit organization of individuals aged 18 to 40 who are committed to creating positive change in their communities.